Trader Theo here. This is the episode number 2 of Chart Setups of the Week, where I walk you through smart and high probability trade ideas. Let's start with the Bitcoin. On the weekly chart. The price remains as an inside candle, as you see here. Therefore, we expect the price now to move downwards and to interact with this fair value area around $100,000. On the other hand, if the price creates a bullish momentum and it moves above the previous week's high around $110,800, we do expect to see a new all-time high. On the 4-hour chart, of course, the price makes a series of lower highs and lower lows. This high, this low, moving averages pointed downwards. It means there is a bearish sentiment in the market. We see an internal transition here with higher highs and higher lows. We need to see a high above 105,800,000 in order to confirm that we have a shift in the market structure. Next one on the list, it's the Australian dollar against the US dollar, where last week the price failed to close above the previous highs over there, around 0.65. It ended up as a bearish candle. It didn't make a lower low. It didn't even become a bearish engulfing. Moving averages, they are pointing upwards. It means there is a bullish sentiment here. And this week, if we're going to see a push to the upside and a new high, then the next resistance area, it's around here, the R2 weekly high. On the other hand, if the price moves downwards, we have these two supports to play around. On the 4-hour time frame, though, the market made a double bottom reversal. Neckline confirmed with this breakout earlier this morning during the Asian trading session. And now we can look for long positions comfortably. On the short term, with a minimum target, the break after the price broke above the neckline, minimum target, it comes around 65,200, let's say, somewhere right there. Of course, we can use this information on the lower time frames like hourly charts and so on. Euro against the US dollar. On the weekly chart, the price made a higher high and higher low formation. It's in a clear uptrend. On the 4-hour time frame, the price is pressing towards the upside. We see that the histogram and the MACD and signal lines, they crossed above the zero line, which it has bullish implications. So if the price continue moving upwards, the first resistance area, it's right there. And if we break above that one, we're going to come all the way to around 115,500, 116. Next one on the list, it's the euro against the Japanese yen. On the weekly chart, the overall sentiment is down. The price creates a series of lower highs and lower lows. A bullish engulfing, although last week could signal some push to the upside. During the Asian trading session and the European trading session, we see the price on a decline about 98 pips to 100 pips. On the 4-hour time frame, the price create this high. Now it reversing most of the move, so it might be in a transition period. I wouldn't consider this as a head and shoulder reversal pattern because the neckline points towards the downside. It should have been like this and not like that. Okay. If you need to learn more about chart patterns, how to analyze the charts and everything about trading, you can reach out. You can get into our social media where I teach price action, where I teach my trading course and so on. Euro against the Japanese yen. Okay, USD yen, I will not say that. Okay. Euro against the Japanese yen, weekly time frame. The price closed above the weekly candle last week, closed above the previous candle's high, and it has bullish implications as well. Again, the market here, it's not in an uptrend. So on the 4-hour time frame, price made higher highs and higher lows. It broke the structure here. So I will stay away from this one. Great British Pound and the US dollar in a very steep and clear uptrend on the weekly time frame. It has bullish momentum. The market broke now above this trend line, indicates that the buyers stepped in again. They are in control, and we can go to even lower time frames if you don't want to trade the 4-hour charts directly and find some good long positions until the market shift, if it's going to shift, of course. USD Swissy, although I think tomorrow we are expecting the CPI in Switzerland. You can refer to the video about the news brief. And if the Swissy it's going to gain some strength, So the US dollar, it's going to press lower. And I would like to trade this one all the way down here. It has about 200 pips, the overall move. Now, I'm not going to get involved with that one because we are approaching the support. Very low probability area to trade short. I mean, okay, if we see bounces there like this bullish engulfing and you want to go long, that's another story. Next one, USD Canadian dollar weekly time frame. The price is moving downwards. It's in a downtrend. The Bank of Canada in a couple of days will report their interest rates. Most likely they're going to cut rates again. And we can see weakness on the Canadian dollar. It means that the doji candle of the weekly chart can kick some bullish momentum on the 4-hour time frame. The picture is very bearish. The price approaches this support area, and if the support holds, we're going to go for long positions. Next one, it's the gold. On the weekly chart, the price remains as an inside candle. During the Asian trading session and the European trading session, we see the price pushes to the upside. It made a new high at this point here. The trend line, downward trend line with series of lower highs and lower lows has been broken at this level. It has been broken here and tested one more time there around $3,300, and now it's in a steep uptrend. If we go to even lower time frames, we can find maybe some good bullish opportunities. The US oil or WTI, it's exploding since the Asian trading session. Although in a downtrend, we can see the body of the candles are becoming very small compared to the previous ones, this one and that one. So it looks like that the bearish momentum is, or if you want, the sellers are lagging some momentum. On the 4-hour chart, the price makes higher highs from this point, no higher low yet, but we are in a kind of range environment or sideways. If we zoom out a little bit, you can see more information. So I want to wait for the price to move above, ideally, the previous week's high before I look for long positions. Next one is the platinum, and I think I'm going to come back to the WTI during the New York trading session. Platinum on the weekly chart, a bearish candle, stopped at this support. Now it becomes a weekly low. I'm not really keen to go for short here. I want to see a clear break of the previous week's low. On the daily chart, though, it's in a very strong uptrend. So ideally here we want to draw some Fibonacci levels and to find some cluster. This is a strong fair value price here from this low to that high. That's a fair value price, and it aligns perfectly with the 61.8 Fibonacci. Also, it's the middle of this bullish Marabozu candle, and it can attract a lot of buyers here. Keep that in mind. Mark this line on your chart if you want, and you can look for some reversals around this area. And gas, we see the weekly time frame in a sideways move, not clear direction. 4-hour chart, very sideways here. Although my indicator had a signal I think it was last Friday around with this bearish engulfing here. I can make another videos and explain you how my indicator works. It's available on TradingView platform. Cooper, although one inside candle last week, so far the price is pressing so much to the upside. A big gap at the open, and now we are approaching the previous week's resistance or previous week's high, which is going to be which is a strong resistance around 4.90. Break above will definitely lead to solid bullish upward move, but we want to see a break and close above with at least a couple of candles. These were the setups for the week with Trader Theo. Make sure you manage your risk, you trust your trading edge, and you trade with confidence. I will see you next time.